Hello all, thank you for joining me today. I am here to discuss how Apple and Jamf transform the patient experience in providing solutions to help healthcare organisations across the globe. My name is Victoria Smith and I am the healthcare lead for Jamf in EMEA. I'm in a unique position that I have worked in healthcare for the last 20 years or so, and for the last 13 years have been in the NHS in the UK. I have worked in a clinical environment, so understand how technology can help enable patient care and provide valuable resources to clinical staff. Now the introductions are done, for those of you who haven't come across Jamf, I would love to give you a quick overview. Jamf is an organisation that has longevity within the industry. We are established at helping organisations succeed with Apple and are proud to be the industry standard for management of Apple devices. We solely focus on Apple device management. We embrace the native Apple technology experience consumers have come to know and love. We also have offered same-day support for all Apple releases for over a decade, supporting new versions and features better and faster than anyone else. What this actually means is that Jamf supports Apple releases the same day that they're released. Our solution supports the most capable on-demand mobile device management for the whole Apple ecosystem. And when we talk about managing the whole Apple ecosystem, we mean Mac, Apple TV, iPhone, iPad, and yes, iPods too. We can support you wherever you are in your Apple journey, from small-scale pilot programs to full enterprise deployments. And how are we supporting them? With our Jamf full product portfolio. We have Jamf Connect, authentication and identity management for the Mac, Jamf Protect, endpoint security solution built solely for the Mac, Jamf Now, supporting our small to medium businesses, Jamf School, specialising in supporting our education customers, and of course our core product, Jamf Pro, the standard in Apple management. And all of this is underpinned by our Jamf Nation, our over 100,000 plus user community. Supported by Jamf Pro, our healthcare solutions are what set us apart. Our CEO has always been passionate about healthcare, and Jamf has always been aligned with putting the patient first. Jamf was already equipped to help with remote working when the pandemic hit, something that we have been known for some time now across the world. However, to further support our healthcare customers, Virtual Visits was born. The team developed our telehealth solution, Virtual Visits, to solve a very real issue of patient to family and patient to healthcare provider contact. We have a clinical communication solution. Very simply, Jamf Setup and Jamf Reset are the perfect fit for any shared iOS devices and busy IT teams. And last but by no means least, our patient experience solution. Whilst this dominates the healthcare industry in the US, it is slowly becoming more prominent in Europe. Having an in-room Apple device, Jamf Pro is integrated with an EPR to automate management of the devices at the bedside. Let's take a look at these solutions. As I stated, we rolled out Virtual Visits to tick a number of boxes that healthcare organisations were already experiencing. Preventing transmission of COVID-19, reducing the PPE overhead, allowing the already stretched clinicians to carry out clinical work, and most importantly, empowering patients to maintain their own mental health, all whilst complying with GDPR. Instead of me describing it, let's show you how it works. You open the Virtual Visit app, click Create a New Link, Easily send an email link to your family or friends and tap to join the meeting automatically. We have used a Zoom workflow for this demonstration, but the trust I worked for chose to use Microsoft Teams. Depending on whether you used Zoom or Teams, the back-end workflow changes only slightly. However, it means nothing for the patient. They just click the button. And on the other end, the family receives an email on any device. Clicks the secure link, the meeting is launched automatically, and it really is that simple. You can see my lovely colleagues, one in the US and one in the UK, having a conversation, all without having to log in. As I said, it really is that simple. Oxford Health NHS Foundation Trust were among one of the first NHS trusts that rolled out virtual visits. You can see the case study on jamf.com. We have also had wonderful cases of virtual visits being used in neonatal units, hospices, and care homes across Europe. This leads me nicely on to Jamf Reset and Setup. Government-funded healthcare organisations, and private ones to a degree, always have to ensure that one eye is kept on the purse strings, whilst trying to provide faster, more personalised care to their patients. Apple devices are helping change lives in healthcare, thanks to their dedication to user experience and powerful platform. So, if you take an Apple device and two very simple apps designed by Jamf, you can streamline the way that iPads can be re-provisioned quickly without impacting clinical staff or being a distraction to IT teams. It really is very simple. You touch the Setup app, choose the use case that you wish, and then, as you can see, a number of apps are deployed to the relevant role that was selected, along with the configurations that you set up previously in the Jamf Pro instance. However, if you decide that it is needed to be re-provisioned for somebody else, they can then choose a different use case, and the apps relevant for that role are then downloaded to the device. Again, removing the burden for clinical staff to download apps themselves, which means less impact on clinical time. And then, to reset the device, you click on the Jamf Reset app, click Reset, confirm reset, and the iPad is wiped ready for the next user. As you can see, again done at the local level. Healthcare organisations believe that their requirements are unique, and Jamf know and understand this. No two deployments are identical, but there are always common elements. Setup. The iPad or iPhone needs to be available for use and for the correct use. The use case. You can determine what that use case is. For example, it could be a doctor, a team, a healthcare assistant, or even a patient feedback device. And reset. The iPad or iPhone needs to be wiped securely in order for it to be re-provisioned, ensuring no transference of data. Jamf Healthcare Listener. As earlier I mentioned, it has been mostly focused in the US. However, we are receiving more inquiries across Europe. One can only assume that due to the pandemic, trusts are more likely to have a device to put at the patient bedside. Healthcare Listener provides patients with Apple devices at the bedside that connects them to their own care. With Jamf and Apple, IT teams can leverage Jamf Healthcare Listener to digitally sterilize iOS, iPadOS, and tvOS devices for each and every patient to ensure utmost patient privacy. Using Jamf Pro and Healthcare Listener together healthcare systems can automate tasks like setting up an iPad for patients and sending apps to it like Epic, MyChart Bedside, or any other App Store apps you see fit to patients once they're admitted, so that they can stay engaged and informed during their stay. And after patient discharge, the device can be digitally sterilised with no intervention from IT, again, using automated tasks. Geisinger is a wonderful example of how the Jamf healthcare portfolio can make a difference. This includes the patient bedside workflow with Jamf Pro and Jamf Healthcare Listener, as well as other use cases like language interpretation and telemedicine. Once you have managed devices for clinicians and patients, the opportunities are endless. Taking into consideration the demands of healthcare is shifting, and it has become apparent that care at home is an integral part of providing patient care. With this in mind, I would like to share with you one of our existing partners, Locus Health. Locus built a remote patient monitoring program. With Apple and Jamf, care teams can provide real-time communication from hospital to home, increase adherence to discharge instructions, and improve clinical outcomes, all while driving a better patient experience. I'm very fortunate that I get to work with a number of healthcare app partners, and here are just a selection of a few. Beaglebox is a wonderful patient bedside experience app that engages the patient in their care, provides an entertainment solution, and can reduce the amount of those red button calls with meal options and room requirements integrated. Alertive, with the reduction of pages ordered by Matt Hancock in the UK, Common Time offer a brilliant resilient communication solution that can be rolled out on Apple devices, along with bespoke automation of processes. And last but by no means least, Dignio. Dignio connects patients and healthcare professionals through a digital platform. They are most well known for remote monitoring, which is the reason they became prominent to me personally, medication compliance, and most importantly, self-management, empowering patients to be more active in the management of their own condition. We at Jamf are fully aware that we are an integral part of a wider solution. We partner with Apple, infrastructure partners, and app developers to provide the best patient care possible. Now, more than ever, technology-enabled solutions have a place in healthcare. What was once visionary has now become a requirement, and technology is at the heart of providing day-to-day patient care. With evidence showing us that use of technology like Apple Watch, iPhone, and iPad are having a dramatic impact on our lifestyles and behaviours, it makes sense for us to leverage such technology, making it possible to positively impact health trends, where to focus our approach and empower patients to manage their own conditions. This year, it is about staying ahead of the curve and providing the best possible patient care. I'd like to thank you all for your time, and please do come and visit us at the booth. The team and I would love to discuss our solutions further. And you can also visit jamf.com/healthcare to read any information required about our solutions. Thank you.